Belmar, New Jersey, just an hour south of New York City, is one of the most beautiful spots on the famed Jersey Shore. Its white sands play host to the best beach volleyball in the world as the AVP Crocs Tour returns to the Atlantic coast. With 4 straight finals, the team of Jenny Johnson-Jordan and Annette Davis look to claim their first Open title of the year. On the other side of the net, 2 of the AVP's most fiery competitors, Tatiana Minello and Carrie Dodd, stand in their way.
Sunshine never felt so good. Oh, and it's only getting better. We get around, 'cause now we're living a dream. We are living our dream, living our dream. We are living our dream, living our dream.
The oceanfront in Belmar, known as a vacationer's paradise, normally slow and sleepy. Today we crank it up and push aside that small town charm. Welcome to the AVP Crocs Tour. It's the Belmar Open, brought to you by Bud Light. Hi everybody, I'm Jim Watson sitting in for Chris McGee. When we came to the Jersey Shore, we had no idea what to expect. That's because Misty May Trainer and Carrie Walsh, the best women's duo on the planet, not here. They're in Europe concentrating on Olympic qualifying. Everybody else had a shot at this one before they even got here. And after 3 days of play, where are we? We got the top 2 seeds. Number 1 seed, Annette Davis and Jenny Johnson-Jordan. No team has played together as long or as much as those two. And the number 2 seed, Carrie Dodd and Tatiana Minello. They've been in the Final Four 2 out of the last 3. Holly McPeak joins me upstairs. You started this one as a player, you end upstairs with me. This is a great opportunity for either one of these teams.
Well, all of us knew that coming into this event, but the top 2 seeds prevailed. These 2 teams have met the last couple weeks battling to get into the final. Jenny Jordan and Annette Davis have come out on top, but I think today with this win, it's going to be a serving game, so whoever serves better will win.
Yeah, certainly the weather has been the villain, but let's go downstairs and talk to the Black Hat, St. John Smith, with Carrie Dodd.
Carrie Dodd, you've had some great finishes lately, but you haven't been to a final. Now here's your chance. How's it feel?
Feels incredible. I actually, last tournament, talked to Mike Dodd, and he said, you're this close, you can do it, you can do it. So finally, it's in my head, I'm here, now I got to win it.
Okay, now what do you got to do to beat Jenny in the net?
Ball control. Our ball control has to be on, and I have to go up strong every single approach. I can't give away and look like I'm going to shoot.
Good luck.
Belmar crowd is on their feet, very enthusiastic. The weather has changed. It was a little cloudy, even a couple of drops of rain. It was just a storm front that moved right through. Sunshine now, but there is some wind. Tatiana Minello, they call her Tachi, who began her career as an indoor player in Italy, was an outside hitter in the mid-90s, and now has taken her game outside. Triple J, Jenny Johnson-Jordan. Tachi goes back corner.
Nice ball control play by Dodd and Minello. That's something they do better than anybody. Right now, they are on the good side, serving Annette Davis and Jenny Jordan on the bad side with the wind at their back.
Jenny and Nettie have played together well over 100 matches. They've been together for a long time, even took the same years off during pregnancies. They're pretty much joined in my mind and at the hip. That's set a little bit tight, and again, the wind may have had something to do with that. If you're watching at home, the wind is blowing from right to left, and it looked like it affected this set just a little bit.
Jenny Jordan makes the play, but this is a tough ball to set. Annette Davis pushes it tight. Jenny Johnson's in trouble, and Carrie Dodd gets the block.
Dodd Minello out quickly, 2-0. You can see the flags standing at attention at the top of the grandstand. Just behind that, the Atlantic Ocean. Nettie Davis goes cross court, just out. And so far, Jordan and Davis, they just look a little sluggish to start this thing.
Well, it's tough when you start on the bad side. You've got one of the best servers on the AVP Tour serving you balls. And they don't look like they've got a lot of heat on them, but in this win, they're really moving and hard to pass.
Jordan. It looked like Dodd backed up just at the last moment there. Shoveled out of the net by Tachi. And we play on. Carrie Dodd off the fingertips of Nettie Davis, and Jordan was retreating to cover, and it falls behind her.
Well, Tachi Tachi and Carrie have done such a good job already. I like their defense, team defense, staying on the tight balls, dropping on the off balls. That's going to be the key to them beating Jordan and Davis today.
Floaty serve, and it just catches the tape and goes over. It's a let's serve, and of course in rally scoring we play on. Good effort. Tachi there. Dodd bumps it across with the fist. Davis, again it hits the tape. Great effort here, the crowd's starting to get into it. Jordan, and covered by Tachi, back line too long. And that was into the wind, so it would have been much too long on a normal day.
Dodd and Minello doing a great job keeping the ball alive. Watch this layout dig by Tachi Minello. Here, short roll shot by Jordan Davis. Carrie Dodd tries to go deep corner into the wind and hits it a bit long.
Here we go, ladies.
It is 1 serving 4 now. And again, I think the wind had a lot to do with that. The float serve got up in the jet stream. It just carries it over that back line.
As players, we talk about, hey, let's win this side. You want to win the majority of the points because you have a 7-point opportunity to win. So you want to win 4-3, 5-2. Dodd and Minello have a chance to win this side 5-2.
Davis to set Jordan, and that's going to be much too long. You can see, just overhit it just a little bit. This year, Jordan and Davis have been much more consistent than they were last year. What'd they change?
They've really been working on consistency with their pass and their set. Annette Davis worked on her leg strength in the offseason and lifting her set for Jenny Jordan. They have been so much better in terms of consistency all season long.
Carrie Dodd to serve. 10 seasons under her belt, has been consistent and dominant. We were just talking about consistency and how important it is. Because remember, it's not just showing up at the final on a warm Sunday afternoon. You got to show up on Friday morning in the cold and the clouds with no crowd around, exposed to the elements, and bring it. You just got to be a professional. You've been doing this a long time. You know what that takes.
Great start for Dodd and Minello, getting them in trouble, getting Jordan Davis in trouble on the good side with the hitting there.
And dominating this match so far. 7 serving 1. Jordan. We heard the line, but she went cross court, and it paid off.
Every once in a while, Jenny Jordan gets a little tentative and starts to shoot the ball too much. When she's playing her best, she's going up aggressive and swinging like that, like she did on that last play.
Is that because she's a mom? Get a little more cautious?
No, not at all. I think you just get in shot mode because you know there's a lot of open court, and she's got great shots, but sometimes being in that mode is not great for your offense.
That's a good cover. Jordan got a piece of it and then turned around and tracked it down. Carrie Dodd, cross court. And it looked like both Jordan and Davis ran to the same side of the court. Left that backside wide open.
This is from the bad side. Carrie Dodd moves her feet outside and hits a nice sharp angle for the point.
Boy, I didn't realize that she had to backtrack quite so much. You could see it on the replay there, falling backwards and still put that ball away. 8 now, serving 2. Floaty and Jordan had to rush to the net. Dodd got just a piece of it. Trade points back and forth, but still control belonging to Carrie Dodd and Tachi Minello.
Anytime you can start 8-3 is a good thing. You're confident, you're swinging, you're more aggressive on your serve, and they have a chance to go way up and go back to the good side.
Sure, you're feeling good about yourself right away. Everything seems to be working. You can take some chances. That's in. Good read. Tachi just saw the defense and the opening, put it right in that back corner. And get it with the win, too.
Yeah, Minello and Dodd have been working so well. Great pass set right on the net. Tachi Minello extends, great high line shot over the block.
Carrie Dodd puts it deep in the corner. And Tachi just got caught up. Looked like she tripped. And this is deep sand here. This is a natural beach. No sand was trucked in. Sometimes you have to do that on the tour, but not here. You played on the stadium court. How is it?
It's great. The sand's pretty deep. Lots of shells out there, but the sand is great. It's fun to play on a natural beach.
And thought about that with all the moving coast to coast and across the Midwest. You guys have to adjust to sand conditions. Those are different as well, along with the wind and the temperature. 10-4 on the crossover.
Oh, back out of the sand.
The 2008 AVP Belmar Open is brought to you by Crocs, play hard, live comfortably. By Bud Light, keeps it coming. By Nautica, shop nautica.com. And as always, the AVP reminds you to vive responsibly. Back in Belmar, Dodd and Minello with a 10-4 lead over Jordan and Davis in game one. It's now time for our nautica.com navigate the match. Holly, what do you have?
The keys for Jordan and Davis today are serving, but also their pass game. They need to pass the ball and set the ball on the net to take advantage of their size. Sinjin, what do you have on Tachi and Carey?
Oh, you want to know what they have to do to win? They have to keep doing exactly what they're doing. They're playing great defense. They've got great ball control. They got to keep it up and then put the ball away.
Tachi to serve. 10 serving 4. It's Jordan. And Dodd was right there. Dodd was not fooled. Perfect timing on the block.
Carey Dodd has had such a strong performance this week. Watch, she sees the shot and she waits and swats it. That's a really smart blocking play. Not easy to do.
Tachi finished the 2006 tour, ranked second in aces, so always dangerous from that service line, just getting her team an advantage in any rally.
There's the size advantage. When Jordan and Davis are tight on the net, they are big and can go over Carey Dodd. So they need to pass well so they can set on the net and take advantage of their size.
Here's Carey Dodd, former All-American, the University of Texas.
Carey Dodd has been on fire all weekend long, and she spent the entire week last week in the Middle East as type of a morale booster for the Army.
That's terrific.
It took her 50 hours to fly here, and she was flying on Air Force planes, C-130s and C-17. So I'm surprised how well she's played after that type of a trip.
Yeah, that'll take it out of you. Talk about some jet lag. That's 2 days of travel. Not flying first class either. Jordan, good cover. Tachi just bumps it right back. Nettie had to retreat to the back line. And Davis down the line and in, even though it was deflected just a bit at the net.
Dodd and Minello getting lots of opportunities, but this is a nice set on the net, and the net Davis is able to go over the top of Carey Dodd.
And Holly, that's a really good point, because Dodd and Minello in control of this match, and you let Jenny and Nettie hang around long enough, they're going to chip away at you. They've been doing this a long time. Very talented players, looking for their 10th victory together.
They really need to serve the ball in and keep the pressure on Dodd and Minello. They're playing so well, but Annette Davis and Jenny Jordan are down and on the bad side. Tough position to be in.
Here's Tachi to serve again, right into the teeth of that wind. Cuts that ball. Jordan. Dodd got a fist bump on it. That was a long way back. Chasing that one and running with the wind, so the ball was moving away from Tachi.
I spoke with Carey Dodd, and she said her trip last week was the trip of a lifetime. Just so amazing. What an experience to be able to meet all the people protecting our country.
And Holly, Carey had plenty of company on that trip to the Middle East. Dane Blanton, Canyon Seaman, Nancy Mason, they all went. Goodwill mission to Afghanistan. It was a long way to go, but definitely for everybody it was worth the trip, giving the troops a little taste of back home and a chance to play a few points with some of the AVP's biggest stars. Just a few days, but of course it's a lifetime of memories. Davis with the bump to Jordan. Good fist stab there, a little joust by Tachi. And Tachi has more time to get to that one. Cuddy and a good cover by Davis. Regains her feet. Best rally so far of the match. Tachi. Point. It's up on her back. Fist pump. Getting the crowd on their feet.
They can't get to and taking that point. 15-7.
Nice cross-court swing. Great stab by Tachi Minello. Here another dig by Tachi Minello. Good set by Carey Dodd on the net. Pokey over the line. Tachi Minello is playing great defense.
Dodd and Minello could not have asked for a better start. Jenny and Annette have lost 3 finals in a row. Could it be happening again? Belmar Open. Along the Jersey Shore, it's 17-11. Dodd and Minello in the women's final. Jenny Johnson-Jordan and Nettie Davis. Last year frustrated with some inconsistency. This year they're getting better results, but they still talk about their consistency as a point of concern.
You know, we're more consistent definitely than last year. Last year we had a really rough start. We were taking 7th and 9th, which we hadn't done since we first started playing. This year, I can't say we did anything differently. I think we just tried to focus more on being consistent players, and that's really always been our biggest downfall, is not playing consistently. So I feel like if we can do that from game to game, we're fine.
Their consistency has been an issue, but this year they've really improved in terms of their pass set game. Annette Davis is setting the ball extremely well, and Jenny Jordan, for the most part, is sliding out at a very high clip.
Carrie Dodd serving into that win, and let's see if now Jordan and Davis start to pick up the pace just a little bit again. They seem to be having much more trouble with the wind than our Dodd and Minello.
Again, they're on the bad side. That's their 3rd hitting error, at least Jenny Johnson-Jordan's 3rd hitting error of the match.
They've got a lot of weather systems roll through, as I mentioned, some sprinkles right before the first serve. But now the sun has come back out, but the wind has stayed consistent, and you can see that a lot of balls, even though they're kept off the beach, pop straight up and then blows backwards.
Jenny Johnson-Jordan comes in and hammers this ball, and Tachi's frustrated because that ball is blowing behind her instead of up to the net because of the wind.
Yeah, normally you'd keep that ball up and your partner would come over and cover and you'd keep the rally alive. It's not working so easily today. Tight set right against the pin there. Tachi does an awful lot with very little.
She's not the biggest player, but she's got a great hand, and watch her. She sees the block and goes high over the block and the defense, keeping it in play.
Tatiana Minello goes 5'6". She's 38 years old. Jordan and Tachi again. He's played some great D on the back line. The runner, oh, just top spin off the tape and across. Well, she has made 2 points in a row now.
Played 6 years of pro ball in Italy.
That's just a great effort.
Outside hitter.
Great rundown on the line shot by Jordan, and Tachi, nice running cut pokey, not easy to do.
Your partner makes those kind of plays, you carry your bags to the airport?
Absolutely.
Jordan looking for an answer here. Off the block of Dodd and down.
Ladies and gentlemen, you are all that, but the one
When
thing
Jordan
you
is
have to do
aggressive,
stand
she's a
up
great
and
side-out player.
everybody.
Carrie Dodd is a smaller blocker in terms of size, but puts a lot of pressure because she's a good, solid hand blocker. She's always in the right spot.
Game point here for Dodd and Minello. It's Tachi. Can she put it away? Cross court. Great get. Oh, how about the effort by Triple J, Jenny Johnson-Jordan. And we play on.
Saving that one.
Tachi cut that ball very sharp. Watch this cut. She cuts it inside along the net. Jenny Johnson-Jordan sprawls out, gets that ball up for a dig and a kill. She gets 2 marks on the stat sheet. That's pretty good.
That's beautiful. And never had to get off the sand. Crowd stays on their feet. It remains game point for Dodd and Minello. Women's final, game 1 at Belmar. Dodd set not good at all, and they're going to get her for a lift anyway.
That's something you don't see very often. Carrie Dodd has some of the best hands on the beach. But with that throw, they're going back to the bad side, 20 down, well, up 20-15. It was an overset and a double. Something you don't see very often. Carrie Dodd sets the ball very well all the time.
Yeah, in 2002, she was named the best setter on the beach. Not that time. Jordan off the block there, Dodd. Both Davis and Jordan ended up on their knees in the sand, and they were defenseless, and Dodd pumps her fist as they finally put it away. Dodd and Minello in game 1, 21-15. The AVP Crocs Tour has come to Belmar Beach. Great volleyball and a course along the Jersey Shore. Lots of pretty pictures. Our Bud Light tournament recap focuses in on UCLA product Chrissy Zartman.
I'm 5'3", and a lot of people tell me I'm too short to play. It's always motivation. I mean, it's fun to take whatever you can and use it as a drive to make yourself better.
as small as she is with her height, she brings so much more just kind of in her character and her intensity. And if she's not touching every ball, she's going for every ball. So just to know that kind of person is playing behind me, it's pretty amazing.
Growing up, Chrissy was surrounded by the game from day one.
My dad always was coaching the pros on the beach. He ended up being the coach of the indoor national team. So when I was like 5, 6, 7, I'd run out and want to practice with them and shag balls. It was never forced, but I always wanted to be a part of the family and of what everyone was doing.
She followed in her mom's footsteps, playing volleyball at UCLA, where she was named a second-team All-American Libero.
I get to hit the ball out because I get served pretty much every time.
The Lindquist sisters have long been thought of as one of the best defensive teams on the tour. Chrissy showed off her defensive prowess when she faced them in round 3.
They have all the skills down. So to say they're great defensive players, I'd say, yeah, and they're great offensive players as well.
Zartman Dukes were eliminated in a tough 3-game battle against Paige Davis and Jennifer Snyder.
We just said, ball's out, let's just go for it. And we started coming back, and we almost were there and didn't quite clinch it.
After her last match, Chrissy had an opportunity to pose for AVP pro Kevin Wong's wife, Sherry, in Dig Magazine, the official magazine of the AVP Crocs Tour.
It was fun. I've never really done anything like that before, so it was something new.
1, 2, 3.
Oh, and we're done.
Yeah.
Is that a wrap?
We're having fun out there, and that's the reason why we're doing it right now. You know, we're not winning tournaments and we're not bringing home third places or anything.
I'm so fortunate. I feel so lucky to be able to play out here, and when it's done, and everyone has a good time.
Chrissy and her partner, Sarah Dukes, finished up 13th here at Belmar. Meanwhile, the sisters Lindquist made the podium, and Team Gorgeous, Michelle Moore, Suzanne Stonebarger, 7th. Belmar women's final, 21-15, Dodd and Minello in game 1 over Davis and Jordan. Jim Watson, Holly McPeak, and St. John Smith down on the beach. St. John, what do Jenny and Nettie need to do?
Well, like I said earlier, they have to side out. They have to put the ball away. They have to hit the ball. They can't be shooting the ball around. This other team is a great defensive team, and they can pick up the ball. They have great ball control, so they got to be more powerful.
Yeah, I mentioned before they looked a little lethargic. They just seem to not be dialed in on their game right now. A little bit of indecision, perhaps, but not there for Nettie Davis going cross-court on the cutter. So they get an early lead here in game 2. Seasoned veterans, these two, Nettie and Jenny. They've played 150 some odd matches together. Pretty much sisters. That ball just inside the back line.
Much better start for the team of Jordan Davis. They need to serve well and setting the ball on the net so they have a good chance to use their size and strength, which is hitting.
Yeah, they seem to regroup, and as we say that, Jenny dumps her serve into the net. So it'll be 1 serving 2. Dodd and Minello got out to a huge lead in game 1. And hit kind of a plateau in the middle of the game before putting it away, 21-15. Carrie Dodd wearing the black hat. Tatiana Minello, the white hat, right side of your screen.
Jordan Davis, when they pass well and put that ball in the net, are very good at siding out, but they did not start the match passing well. This game, so far so good. Good start.
Nettie Davis had her best season on tour in 2002, a couple of victories. There's Davis. Oh, and she really cuffed that ball to the short side.
Tachi Minello's trying to block that ball. She's stuck at the net, does her best to take some area, but Net Davis with a super sharp cut.
I did not expect her to go that side. Beautiful shot, 4 serving 1. And now it seems like the indecision is on the other side as Dodd and Tachi kind of look at each other both before and after that point.
Well, Annette Davis has that knuckleball serve that's going straight at them in the middle. And yes, the indecision in terms of who's calling the middle ball is affecting them.
Yeah, just go tweeners. See now if Davis does it again. Trying to get maybe a little too cute with that one, trying to go short with it. And again, into a very stiff breeze, so a top spin, not going to have much chance. 5-2, Davis and Jordan. Crossover.
Team out there, let them know. Give a shout out.
Tachi Minello's been battling a couple injuries and spending more time in the gym, and she says she feels really strong. In the last 2 weeks, she's been playing her best volleyball of the season.
Won the 2001 Goodwill Games in Australia. making that transition from the indoor game to the outdoor game seamlessly. Heck, you did it too. How hard is it to really make that step? Is it a totally different game?
It's a totally different game, but if you've got great indoor skills and you're relentless in terms of wanting to learn the beach game, you can do it. Obviously,
it's 6 inside and 2-on-2 outdoors, but I would think the best beach players are setters and defenders. I mean, you always want size.
Size helps. I think being a great all-around player, whether you're a setter or not, you know, that's important. Tachi was a hitter, a very small outside hitter, and Carrie Dodd at 6 feet was the setter.
Sinjin, you have first-hand knowledge of this. What do you think, compare going from the indoor game out to the beach?
Well, the skills are the same. The problem with the indoor game, it's so specialized that a lot of the players never get to pass and set the ball. So the guys that do pass and set the ball, if they can also hit and block, they become the best beach players.
And again, when you're putting a partnership together, Sinjin, do you want two pieces alike or contrasting pieces?
Well, you want somebody, obviously, who's a great blocker than that, and then you want somebody who can dig in the backcourt. So usually they're two different types of players.
7-4 here. Davis and Jordan look much better, much improved. Sinjin, I think they took your advice, playing much better defense, and they're just more decisive here. Dodd's going to have to take this one across, a little punch, and here's an opportunity. Jordan from Davis, right into the block of Dodd. Davis pounds it. Now, this is the team that we're used to seeing.
Nice dig by Annette Davis. She backs up, gets a good approach. Great set by Jenny Johnson-Jordan. Nice hit for the kill.
Johnson-Jordan and Davis answering back in game 2. They lead 8-4.
Sunshine never felt so good. Oh, and it's only getting better. We get around, 'cause now we're living the dream.
Scenic vistas anywhere you look. Belmar Beach on the Jersey Shore. And this year the AVP Tour is all about the Crocs Cup. It's kind of the March Madness of beach volleyball, and here's how it works. Points accumulated for the first 13 events, and beginning in Cincinnati, and we start eliminating teams. After San Francisco, only 8 left standing. Then September 19th through the 21st, back to Southern California, Manhattan Beach. We'll have the world's largest qualifier for seeds 9 through 16. Anybody can play their way in. Great new format, $1 million on the line. 13 serving 16 in game 2. Jordan. Pretty ball across court, open space, 17-13.
Tatiana Minello knows that Jenny Jordan likes to hit that hard angle, but she's been standing there digging so many that she cheated for the line, and Jenny Johnson made her pay.
First time today you see just a little bit of fatigue on the Dodd Tachi side. Both players standing still with their hands on their knees. You can see them taking those long, deep breaths. Going to get out of this deep sand. That one by Dodd rolls right along the tape. Maybe Davis got a piece of it.
Davis definitely got a piece of that. Davis has really quick hands. She was in the right spot and just got a small piece of that ball for the block.
Now it's 18-13, and Jordan Davis keeping the pressure on. Thought she needs a stopper right here. Got a break. Davis backed away looking for the cut shot.
That's called threading the needle. The blocker was blocking the angle. The defensive player was running to the line. So if you hit it perfect, it's a short line shot, and that's open. Very smart shot by Tatiana Minello.
Dodd Minello need a bit of a rally right here. That'll help. Now it's 15 serving 18.
Tachi did not cheat defensively. She stayed in that angle and dared Jenny Johnson-Jordan to hit the angle past her.
Real poignant part of the match right here. Davis and Jordan 3 points away from leveling it at 1 and sending it to a third and final. And Dodd Minello, they could pull even at 18, could close them out here in 2. Davis. Dodd stays at the net to block, gets a big piece and covers herself. Tip by Tachi with the touch. Maybe that should be her new nickname.
That is a great play at the net by Carrie Dodd. She got a great deflection on the block. Watch her block on the, she waits, touches it, and then gets low to set her partner, and Tatiana Minello knows where to put the ball.
Here they come, Holly, at 16, serving 18. They're right back in it. Huge point right here.
If they can get the 17-18 switch from the bad side to the good side, that's a good start for them.
Need some defense against Jordan. Jordan taking something off it. Pretty decision. Carrie Dodd just looks up at the blue jersey sky and lets out a scream of frustration.
That is a frustrating shot, and it's Jenny Johnson-Jordan's one of her favorite side-out shots because your blocker has to honor you. You're a big hitter. Watch, she comes in to hit the ball, and then boom, the little cut shot.
So instead of a one-point game, now Davis and Jordan just need 2 to even the match. Good read by Davis. There was not much on it by Tachi. That's a tight set. Full arm swing by Davis, and Davis says the Dodd was into the net. This time, she doesn't get the call.
Carrie Dodd's doing a great job. This is really tight, and she just sticks her left hand over on the ball and gets the Kong block. Big break for Dodd.
They're right back in that same spot are Dodd and Minello. A chance to pull within 1. They're running out of time. Can't give away any more points. Jordan off the block of Dodd, and it's game point. It'll be 20 serving 17. And for Davis and Johnson-Jordan, a chance to extend this match and take us to a decisive game 3. Get the Belmar crowd on their feet. They don't want to go home yet. The weather's good. Tachi. Great effort by Davis, but unable to keep the rally alive. It'll be 18 serving 20. No room for error for Carrie Dodd.
Keep the noise going.
When you're down, it's good to be on the good side instead of the bad side. At least she has the advantage of the win. Their defense is working rather well. They're touching a lot of balls. They've just got to get a little tweak in the path, take Jenny and the net out of their side-out system.
Carrie Dodd, a must point here for Dodd and Minello. Jordan for the game.
We got a game number 3.
And we will go 3. Dodd and Minello 21-15 in game 1. Davis and Jordan 21-18 in game 2. AVP Crocs Tour Belmar Open presented by Bud Light. Jim Watson, Holly McPeak, St. John Smith, and on the beach, Carrie Dodd, Tachi Minello against Annette Davis, Jenny Johnson-Jordan. We played 2. We will play 1 for the big check to 15 by 2, and that is Carrie Dodd getting them out quick. And so far, who's ever won the first point in the game has won the game.
Well, that's a good sign for Dodd and Minello then. Also, siding out from the bad side is not easy, and they get an easy side out with the over on 2 by Carrie Dodd.
Stiff wind blowing from right to left, and it's been consistent all day long. Good cover by Tachi. Tried to cut it too much from too far off the net. Knew it right away.
Once again, ladies and gentlemen,
Carrie Dodd just pulled that set a little bit off the net. Tatiana Minello ran to that favorite shot of Jenny Johnson-Jordan, but unable to convert for a point.
4 aces on the scoreboard right now, a game for each side, and we're tied at 1. Dodd, right between them. And they left the gap, and she filled it right down the pipe.
Deep middle, win in a fiddle is one of the rules of beach volleyball, and a lot of us forget it, but Carrie Dodd does not forget it on that play.
2 serving 1. Serve Jordan. And you can hear Nettie Davis yell, line, line, line.
Johnson-Jordan is passing the ball well, and Annette Davis is pushing that ball up to the net, and that's where their side-out game excels, when they're passing and setting the ball well.
Tachi goes down the line, and Jordan read it and covered. Dodd right back, but the wind is going to take that one.
Jordan and Davis are playing a game of cat and mouse with Tatiana Minello. They look like they're going to take line, then run to the angle, and vice versa, and that's what they did to get that point off Tachi Minello.
Just trying to confuse her?
Yeah, and they're good at it because they're both big and they're both quick.
Jordan to serve, leading 3-2. Again, they serve Tatiana. And you can see now they're in her head. She took a peek there and then had to readjust on the ball.
Anytime you have second thoughts about what you're doing, it's going to cause some problems in your offense. This ball's a little bit off the net and inside. And Tatiana Minello is unable to do her cut shot. She needs a little bit tighter than the net.
Now it's 4-2. That was Jordan. Jordan again. Tachi from the right side. Oh, she just seems to be money.
Anytime that ball is pushed within 1 foot of the net, Tatiana Minello can get a kill.
Did you see Nettie Davis? She said, I was in perfect position. I got the block, and it still fell in. She turned around, just had one of those quiet moments where you have nothing to say, just talking to yourself. Chance for Dodd Minello to pull level at 4. And give away an opportunity just like that.
It's tough. You're on the good side, wind in your face. You want to be aggressive. Tatiana Minello has that great jump float serve and just misses it short into the net.
Good retreat there. Davis and Jordan are both in position, off the block and out. Jenny Johnson-Jordan and Ned Davis both went to UCLA, forged that friendship. Tatiana right side again. Well, if I'm Carrie Dodd, I just keep sending that white hat to the near post.
Beautiful hand set by Carrie Dodd, and then Tachi Minello just puts it deep corner.
How soft was that ball from Dodd? Just hanging in the air.
Not only is Carrie Dodd one of the best hand setters in the world, she is amazing in the kitchen. She bakes. She wants to open her own bakery. I'm not kidding you. She's made some of the best brownies and cookies I've ever had in my life, and she actually is starting to cater private parties. She does full dinner parties for between 8 and 10. So if you're in LA, look up Carrie Dodd. She's a phenomenal cook and really good at baking yummy desserts.
Beautiful. Jordan against Dodd. Don't hurt those hands. Cross court and in. Yeah, Jordan is really sharp now. Razor sharp since game 1. They were a little ragged, but right now everything's happening.
It's all about the pass set, and Tachi and Carrie have been unable to take them out of their game, getting little tweaks on the pass. That's what you aim to do against the team of Jordan Davis, to take them out of their offense.
Oh, Jordan a long way. Looked like a cartoon. She was running in place, was same kicking up, finally got some traction, but just a little bit late.
Really good touch by Jenny Johnson-Jordan to even get there. That was that play that we saw earlier where Annette Davis is blocking the angle and Tachi just threads the needle on the short line shot.
For those of you who have been around beach volleyball for a long time, we were mentioning Carrie Dodd, the former Carrie Bush. She is related to Mike Dodd, one of the all-time greats, sister-in-law.
Carrie Dodd married Mike Dodd's younger brother, Matt Dodd, who's actually a setter at Pepperdine.
They serve Jordan. And now Jordan again from 6 feet off the net. Too much for Carrie Dodd. That makes it 8-5. And beach legend Mike Dodd, of course, still around the game. He's now coaching the duo of Jake Gibb and Sean Rosenthal, who are trying to hold on to the second spot for the U.S. Olympic team. Annette Davis digging in. They lead 8-5. Deciding game. We played a 15, win by 2 for the title. Davis playing like it's a final. Oh, how about Tachi? And then Davis comes right back, so one hand on top of the other.
Nice layout dig by Annette Davis on this cut shot. Jenny Johnson-Jordan saves it out of the net. Roll shot and the kill on the overpass. Great play by Annette Davis.
Jenny Johnson-Jordan and Annette Davis sharing the love and leading 9-5 in game 3. The 2008 AVP Belmar Open is brought to you by Crocs. Play hard, live comfortably. By Bud Light, keeps it coming. And by McDonald's, I'm loving it. 11 serving 7. Davis and Jordan now 4 points away. Looking for their 10th win as a duo. Davis was right there, but it was just too hot.
In Brazil, we call that a bomba, which means bomb. She just bombed that ball. Lots of heat and power on that ball. She gets her whole body power into it. Bomba.
That'd be Portuguese?
That's Portuguese.
Not Spanish, that's right. 8 serving 11. Dodd Minello can't afford to just trade points here. They've got to stop Jordan at the net just like that. Oh, Carrie Dodd shut the window.
Carrie Dodd having a big blocking match. She's in the right spot. Great lineup. Good finish. Watch her on the ball. She watches the hitter. Hands over the net. Great block. Carrie Dodd is also a coach. She coaches for Club Sunshine, the 18-year-old girls, and she's a great influence on these young players' lives.
She's got a busy schedule, doesn't she?
She does.
Finds time for baking and blocking. Got a piece of that one. Now going early. Jordan had to play that ball. It was close to the back corner. Just going to shovel it across. Great opportunity here. It'll be Tachi to get within one. It rolls down the tape and stays on her side. Boy, the last 3 points have been so aggravating for Tachi. The service error, and now that one would have been a point had it gone across.
Great set by Carrie Dodd. Goes a little bit inside, and it's tough with the wind at your back, and Tatiana knows she has to thread the needle to get a kill against Jordan Davis, and just misses that one a little short.
Jenny Johnson Jordan to serve. Up 12-9. Tachi's got to come through. Back corner, just bumped it with a fist. Jordan. Point, 13-9. They're 2 away. Johnson and Davis have had success at Belmar. Second in 2002, third in 2004, fifth in 2003, but they've never won here. And we're going to extend this match with mistakes like that.
I remember 2002, they battled Elaine Youngs and I, and we had a tight 3-game set match with them for the final. We snuck it out, though.
You always remember those wins, huh?
Always.
Out. Back and forth. That'll bring them to their feet as it brings us to game and championship point. Annette Davis to serve. They got a big cushion here with a 4-point lead. And that'll do it! A ace to close it out. An exclamation point on what turns out to be a very emotional win for Jenny and Nettie. Here's our Crocs Fancy Footwork play of the day. They overcame that sluggish start to win the final 2 games. And how ridiculous was this play by Triple J? Stop it. 3 weeks as the runners-up, and the bridesmaids finally have their ring. Johnson, Jordan, and Davis win their 10th career title together. St. John is with the new champs.
I'm down in the sand for our Gatorade Champions interview with Jenny Jordan, Annette Davis, the champions here in Belmar. Now, Annette, 3 seconds in a row, you finally pulled this one out. What does it feel like right now?
Oh, it's awesome and it's amazing. I'm just so excited right now. Jenny was on fire, playing some great defense, and it's just exciting. I'm happy.
Jenny, you didn't look that excited after it was over. I'm just kidding.
I tend to not show much emotion. No, but I was really excited. I feel like we just got that monkey off our back, and, especially bouncing back after that terrible first game, I think was huge. They're a great team. So.
Well, congratulations here in Belmar.
The former Olympians get their first win of the season. Congratulations to Annette and Jenny. A reminder for all things volleyball, avp.com. For St. John Smith and Karsh Karai, I'm Jim Watson saying so long from Belmar, New Jersey.